What's up, guys? Esquire Codex again here. Gonna play a little bit more Rogue Legacy. Still trying to get more gold, more coins so that I can beat them bosses. They're not really giving. I want a spelunker, so that gives me a bonus in gold, so that helps a good wee bit. Yeah, strength up. Well, I finished 1984, so I think that's what I'm going to talk about today. A little bit of them 1984. Oh, I just thought of this. It is exactly 30 years from 1984 night from today. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it's got to mean something spectacular, right? Maybe like at the 50-year anniversary it all comes true. I feel like that's gonna happen. I mean, it has to almost, right? But 1984, very good overall. I mentioned last time how it had held up to my previous read and how much I liked it in previous read. And I mean, I liked it more in my second read. I got more out of it in my second read. I read it first a couple years ago, probably 4 years ago. So I think I just know more of the world than back when I was younger and the first time I read it. So that allows me to understand more of the things, apply it more to the real world. And I think just the understanding I got, the illusions that George Orwell was trying to point out, I got them this time. Also, on top of getting them, I'd heard like 1984 is Orwell's defense of socialism, whereas on top, on the top of it, you'd think the book's against socialism. But as you read it, I saw how he was making an argument for socialism. And I mean, if you think about it, it's really not a socialistic society in 1984. So, I mean, they talk about the capitalists in their top hats and how evil they were before the revolution, and they made everyone equal. But I mean, it's really not. They've got the very poor. They've still got the three classes. They've got the inner party, the outer party, and the proles on the way bottom. So, I mean, it's still very much a class system. So, I mean, it's not socialism. So you can't point to that and be like the evils of socialism. And that makes sense this time. The first time I had read it, I don't think I really put that together, and I couldn't see how that was an argument for socialism by George Orwell, but this time I could. And also, when they get the Brotherhood's book and Winston is reading it, there's a couple pages there where it very clearly lays out how George Orwell thinks socialism is the better option, and how if you just let the machine work, it'll make everyone equal and everyone happily equal, with plenty to live on, and everything will work fine. So, I definitely see how... Oh, good. I always get Sonic Spike on that. Ugh. Then every time you get hit, you lose gold, and it spurts out like the old Sonic games. So annoying. Lose so much gold that way. Let's see, next point on 1984. When I finished it, when I put it down, man, it just took it out of me. Like, I finished it, and I was just emotionally exhausted, because, I don't know, if you've read 1984, it doesn't end happily, per se. I mean, in a sense, you could say it ends happily, but I didn't view it as that, and, like, it just emotionally exhausted me. I finished it, well, yeah, I finished it, and then I took a shower, and usually I take pretty short showers. I'm not one to sit in there long. I just get in there, do my business, get out. This one, I just got in there, and I just like want to do nothing else than just stare straight into the wall and just sit there and let the water run over me. And I sat there for like 15 minutes. I just was like, what does it matter? The government's got me anyways. What does it matter? I mean, I don't know why, but it just took it out of me. And whenever a book, oh sweet, totally missed this the first time. Whenever a book can do that, where the character's emotions are transferred to me as the reader, and when I put the book down, I still feel what the character was feeling. I just love that. I mean, that's when I love a book, when it can transport the emotions from the character to me and I feel it real. Though sadly, most of the time when that happens, they're on the glummer side of emotions, so it's usually a depressed feeling. But those few and far between times when it's happiness and I can just put down the book and give a big smile, those are good times. I love when that happens. No matter how rare they may be. So yeah, 1984, definitely would recommend the read. It's one of those classics where, I mean, it is pertinent to our time now, with a government that completely watches over us. Well, I mean, not completely, but you know, it may be going that way. So it's pertinent to our day today. Bollocks. So I definitely think about reading it. It's a good book. About how smart the government is, Big Brother. I don't know. I feel like maybe, I don't know if a government like that could actually exist, because that government was on top of it. They like knew exactly how anyone would react to every situation. And I don't know if you can type out the human character so much in that way. Like, one thing was I'm not so sure the Brotherhood, the rebellion against Big Brother, is real. It may be just a facet of Big Brother as a way to give dissenters a fake hope, and therefore, but it's really just all made up, and there is no such thing as Brotherhood, no such thing as rebellion. But I don't know, like something like that. I think I'm just giving too much credit to the government, and they wouldn't be able to think of all those different ways a human would think, especially when they've only been in power for like 40-50 years. I feel like it would take a regime to be in power for more like, you know, at least 100 years before they would have a full scope on that. So, I don't know, maybe George Orwell gave too much power to the government and thought they knew their biz too much. But he still did an excellent job there. I'm now reading, I'm reading American Gods by Neil Gaiman. Another one of Reddit's favorite books, so I just had to read it. So far, I'm about 100 pages in. I'm not totally enjoying it. The story's pretty interesting, but it's just a bit too crass for me. He uses the swear words a lot, which, I mean, they have their place every once in a while, but also, I mean, he just uses them too much, and it takes the meaning out of it and just kind of gets annoying. I mean, he doesn't overuse them, but I don't know, I don't appreciate it. And then he's very crass about women, and you know, so I don't know. Interesting story though. We'll see how it all plays out. I'm definitely intrigued. I want to know what happens. Definitely an interesting topic. It's slightly metaphysical. It's not typical to most books you would read, so I'm excited to finish it and see where he goes with it. We'll talk more about that another time, whenever I finish that book, which shouldn't be too long. I'm cruising through it, which is nice. Not usually a fast reader, so when I can be a fast reader, it's fun. Well, I have never seen this thing before. Oh boy. Kill it, kill it. What is this? Oh my goodness. Oh balls. There's fire everywhere. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, I killed it. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Killed it. Clearly I've killed it. I did make that very noticeable by saying I killed it about 20 times. Oh, I'm dead. Well, guys, it has been good talking to you. I'll see you guys next time. Oh, but quick. I've got to tell you, I think this is going to be my next video, my next idea. I've been having some good vivid dreams. Dreams can be so interesting. And I've written them down. Because, see, I've been wanting to write, but I haven't been knowing what to write about. I couldn't think of like a storyline or anything like that. And then I found my dreams give the perfect storyline. So I've written down a couple of them. And for my next one, I'm going to record some gameplay. I'm going to talk over it. And I'm just going to read the dream I had to you guys, how I wrote it out. I don't know, something a little different. See how it goes. So until that time, peace out.